Hey guys, Harold Rushton, attorney and law partner with the Rushton Law Firm here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I am your divorce lawyer for the next few minutes. So I've got a topic for you today that comes up quite often that I bet some of you have questions about, and that is, can I date during my divorce? Can I date during my divorce? Well, let's look at that from a different perspective. Can I date or should I date during my divorce? Well, if I'm your attorney and you ask me that question, I'm going to tell you absolutely not. No, do not go on dates. Do not solicit dates. Do not date someone else, romantically or otherwise, during your divorce. And it's kind of a two-part question, and so I want to tell you what I mean by that. Okay. First, let's say in a scenario where you are married to someone, your divorce has been filed or is about to be filed. You know that you're going to eventually be divorced from that party, the other party, your husband or your wife, your significant other, and you've decided that you're romantically interested in someone else. And let's say that you've been married to your spouse and y'all don't have any children, okay? The significance of that is the fact that anything you do that could create a ground for divorce that your spouse could use against you, or the other way around, that you could use against your spouse in the divorce action, those grounds can be created up to the day that the divorce decree, the final decree, is entered by the court. Whether that be through a marital dissolution agreement where you come to an agreement to dissolve your marriage, or whether that be by default, or whether that be with the court having a trial on your case and entering a final judgment or decree of divorce, awarding all the rights and privileges to each one of you, and so on and so forth. So with that scenario in mind, let's say you don't have any children and you've decided that you've moved on, y'all have maybe been separated for 6 months or something like that, and you haven't seen each other, and it's clear that you're going to get divorced at some point in time, and you have a romantic interest in someone else, and you decided you're going to date, and you talk to your attorney about it. Okay. My advice is no, don't date. And the reason for that is it creates that ground of potential adultery against you that can be used by your spouse against you. Or it could also create, if there's not a sexual relationship, it could also create the ground of inappropriate marital conduct, which is almost a catch-all. It pretty much is a catch-all in Tennessee for just about anything you can think of. I mean, you can do a lot of things that are contrary to the loving marital relationship that could create that ground of inappropriate marital conduct, which can be used against you in a divorce. There's also issues that we'll talk about in another video. I'm not going to go deeply into it, but there are also issues of gifts and money being expended on a romantic partner, paramour, if you please. And you could be on the hook for paying back your spouse part of monies that you have spent on gifts, monies that you have spent on entertainment, food, hotels, motels, those types of things. We'll go into that a little bit more deeply in another video later. The second aspect of dealing with a paramour or a romantic partner and dating during a divorce is a scenario where you have children. You and your spouse have children and you're going through a divorce, and let's say you've decided that you're going to see someone else, or your spouse is going to see someone else during the divorce. I can tell you 100% in Davidson County, if that issue comes up, you're going to see some pretty harsh and swift orders probably of the court restraining and enjoining you from doing that, at least from exposing your minor children to a paramour. I've litigated that issue quite a few times in Davidson County on both sides as the attorney for the party that had a paramour versus as the attorney for the party that didn't have one, but the other party had one. And our judges pretty much in, I would say, 99% of the cases will restrain and enjoin you from exposing your children to a paramour, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, romantic partner, during a divorce action. There's a number of reasons for that, and it's on the court record. There's quite a few hearings that's been held dealing with that, and the judges have reasoned that out and have hashed it all out, and it's absolutely an order that gets entered from time to time in divorce actions, restraining and enjoining a party from exposing their minor children to their boyfriend or girlfriend, or what we refer to legally as a paramour. And those things do hold up. Those orders are 100% enforceable. And should you get an order like that entered against you, telling you that, hey, you're restrained and enjoined, you can no longer expose your children to a paramour, you better follow that order. Because if you don't, in Tennessee, you can be found in contempt of court, which carries a fine and or incarceration. So you could literally be exposed to that four-letter word that we never want to hear in a divorce action, and that is spelled Jail. Yes, you can go to jail for violating an order, dealing with a paramour exposure, exposing to your children. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm going to spend some more time on this topic later, and I'll go into some detail on dealing with the monies and how this can impact your case financially in another video. But just for a quick rundown on the topic, I wanted to cover those two issues, that being if you're thinking about or you are dating someone during a divorce, you need to stop it, don't do it. Whether you have children or not, and if you have children, absolutely do not expose them to that paramour. Do not bring them around your boyfriend, girlfriend, and so on. And as I've said before, all of these cases are fact specific, so be sure and retain yourself a good divorce attorney to deal with these issues and talk to them about the facts of your case. You have attorney-client privilege when you're talking to your attorney that you have retained on topics like this, so be sure that you tell them all of the facts, tell them what's going on. If you have a paramour, that you're seeing someone romantically, be sure you fill your attorney in on that, because they don't need to be blindsided in court. They don't need to have that kind of a surprise come up, so to speak, in a hearing or otherwise. You need to be open, frank, and honest with your attorney. And so, as I said, every case is fact specific. Discuss these facts with your attorney if you have any questions. And if we can ever help you out, contact us at, you can find us online at therushtonlawfirm.com. I'll put our website in the description below. You can email us or give us a call. We'll give you a free consultation regarding divorce and domestic matters for up to 30 minutes. And so just check us out online at therushtonlawfirm.com. Also, be sure if this has been helpful to like and subscribe to this video. Thanks again for your time. Hope you have a great week, and see you on the next one.